What's going on, guys? Day trading live this morning, showing you guys my trade here on JAN. It was all over the scanner this morning. It popped up when it was like $3 on the Trade Idea scanner. You can see right here, it was alerted on the low float movers at $4.19, and it's currently $6.70. So JAN this morning, going to show you guys the trade that I made in real time and talking about kind of, just working on things today, getting back in the groove, making that money, baby. Focusing. I'm going to show you guys the trade here in a second, so make sure you stay tuned. All right, so we got this stock here, JAN pre-market, up there to $4 now, breaking through that $4 resistance, which you can see earlier this morning. Some news came out. It's a low float stock. You can see here on the Trade Ideas scanner, JAN, $4, and it's got 1.5 million shares in the float. So right now, it's kind of a tricky one because the volume is still low, but it's definitely increasing quickly here, and we're getting the push up there above $4 obviously now. So it's like, where do I enter at? Do I chase it? Do I FOMO into it? And definitely not going to FOMO into it. So at this point, I'm basically kind of just sitting back and waiting for that first kind of pullback, and I might maybe get a pullback down here to the $4 area. But look at it now, up there to $4.45. So definitely a tricky one to enter, especially pre-market with a low volume. But we'll be kind of sitting back here and waiting. If I look on the daily chart here, resistance-wise, we got the VWAP there at $5. We've got some resistance coming up here at the $5 4.90 area as well. So in the past, this thing has made some big spikes before, up there to $7.75, up there to $9.50 on these 2 days, and that was back in August, actually right around my birthday. So JAN, looking to see if we can get a pullback here, but man, there is no slowing right now on this stock. We should try to, in theory, we should definitely run into some resistance, right, at that $5 area, in theory. We'll see what happens here. 461 right there. Buyer soaking it up right now. The 461 buyer just stepping in there hard. I tried to jump in there at 466, not getting filled. Put an order out there at 466, see if we can get filled at 466 on the pullback. Kind of on the bottom of these candles here, the 460 area. I think if we get the breakout over 495 here, should get a nice little pop up there above $5. There's that push up there to 5 now. So you can get filled here at 5. So getting filled at 5. Looking for 520 area. But thinking that we broke through that resistance there on the daily chart, we should be able to get some more momentum out of this thing. Need to push back through 5 right here if we're going to do it. Get that breakout here, back above 5. And there's the pullback we were looking for earlier. Playing with a stop here at the 470, 460 area. 470 area holding right now. See if we can't get this to rally back above 5. Still looking for that push here above $5. We held that 470 nicely. So now we're looking for this to continue higher from here. That $5 is giving it trouble right now. But it's only going to make the squeeze that much better when it does break above 5 here. There we go, starting to push back above $5 now. Let's see if we can't make a new high here as well. Get above 514 up there to the 520 area. Look to sell 1,000 shares at the 520s. Taking some fill there on that push up to the 520s. Looking for, I'd say 550 area on this today would be my next sell. Got 540 so far. Looking for more. 530s. 540 is the high so far, so we break above 540. We should definitely see 550 pretty quickly. Looking. 540, taking it there. Got another 1,000 shares. We can sell that push above 550 here. I'm gonna take it at 500 there, above 550, and then I got 500 shares just to let ride basically. So I'll just put my stop on this and kind of see where we end up at open. All right, so there we're pushing up there to almost $6 now. So you can see again holding 500 shares. I'm gonna sell another 250 into that push up there to 6 now, getting that filled right there. No, wait, no, 2,500, and getting that fill there at 6 now. So this is looking beautiful right now, looking beautiful. And let's see if we can let that ride there as well. So I'm gonna put a stop now at $6, if that makes sense. So basically just put this right here in market order. My trigger price is at 595, which it's probably going to trigger actually because they're going to really overextend it. So we're probably going to get a pullback. I could probably put us a little bit lower, but either way, I'll just take it there at 595. So closing that trade out there this morning, 1555 on that one. And I think my biggest drawdown was around 600. So that's about a 3-to-1 risk reward there, especially been a little bit better maybe about not selling so much into that initial push. But overall, you can see up there to $6. This is probably not the best entries. So we got that pullback down there to the 470 area after breaking through $5, which we talked about, getting that push, getting that first buy there. I got filled at $5. And then getting that second there at 490, and then the third there at 480. This one, yeah, probably wasn't the best buy there, and definitely afterwards, it's kind of one of those things like, yeah, I could have done something better about that, because you can see obviously we got that push up there to $5. We kind of got that breakout where I was saying that little kind of bull flag right here. Got that breakout, but ended up just getting just too high of a buy on that, and that kind of really messed up my overall plan there. I tried to get filled earlier this morning. You guys watched me at the 466 area. Try to get filled for my first buy there at 466 on a small pullback. Did not get filled, and that would have really kind of put me into a better spot as a driver's seat, putting me in the driver's seat, being in control of the trade, having that better entry. But we still got a pretty decent entry. Obviously, now that the stock's up there at $6, we can sit here and be like, oh, it was great buying at $5. But obviously, not super happy with that $5 kind of breakout buy there, especially as we were kind of just a little bit overextended there. And then 490 wasn't terrible. I probably could have gotten away with 490 and then buying down here at the 480s instead of getting this $5 buy. It would have been better off for me. But overall, you can see we kind of stuck to the plan there. 470s, holding, 470. You got triple kind of bounce there, and then we got the push up there to $6 now, JANN. I posted it on StockTwits this morning. If you aren't following me on StockTwits, I don't know what you're doing. Where are you? What are you doing with your lives? But posted it this morning when the stock was $3.61, and it's currently up 66%. So JAN up there to 611 now. If you missed out on this one and you are sleeping or you're whatever you're doing, well, look at it go, baby. 630 now, so not bad. Just kind of getting back into the groove of things here, getting my feet wet in the low flow kind of world, and just it's a process. The process of just kind of getting back into it and remembering. Okay, we know what we're doing. We got a plan. We got things to execute. We got stuff to do. We just got to follow the plan. And today was a really, I don't want to say it was a beautiful trade. It wasn't a beautiful trade by any means, but I feel like it was a good overall setup. And, getting that pull back to the 470 here, that would have been obviously the better place to load up at. And then I probably could have been better about my sells as well, as we were kind of holding above the VWAP. And you can see now, I'm not the VWAP, the EMA there, that yellow line, the 9 EMA, and now up there to 630. So it's just a learning process, getting that confidence in myself, and also just building that up, and over time, just kind of realizing, I don't need to sell until we get a solid trend break, until something really stands out where it's like this is a break of trend, and it's not looking like it wants to go higher, because obviously now up there to 640, and yeah, that's what we needed to kind of focus on. That's kind of my overall game plan right now, is just focusing on these types of setups, loading up on the pullback, and then looking to kind of ride that wave. And there it is up there to 640. We still got almost $1 from this move, but definitely could have been a little bit more, I don't want to say aggressive, or a little bit more patient, I guess is the best way to put it. So patience did not help me here because I didn't get filled at a good time, and then patience didn't help me here. So I got to work on the patience is basically what it comes down to. And look at it now, up there to 670. So, it's always you coulda, woulda, shoulda, and all that kind of fun stuff. But either way, I think JAN this morning, talked about it on StockTwits, was definitely a solid setup. We had a nice little consolidation there. It's 470s. I mean, you couldn't really have gone wrong at that point getting in there. We had the VWAPs there. We had the EMA. We had the VWAP. We had the EMAs. Everything kind of right there on that pullback, right there. 470 support, maybe 460. So you can see everything was right below the stock. Everything was looking good at that point, and there it is up there to 670 now. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out and wrap it up. I will talk to you guys later on. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button.